Local government funding is broken. Can you elaborate?
Sure. Well, I've been in the city county manager business for well over 30 years. I was around when Proposal A back in '94 came into being, and I understand why it came into being, and at the time appropriately so. But at the same time, there's always unintended consequences of things, and over time, you've seen a rather large disparity between homeowners right next door to each other. Brand new homes are taxed at double the rate as the old home, or the value of the property, I should say. And what has happened is you created a state equalized value, an SE value, a taxable value, and they've diverged. So basically, the county of Jackson, our total property value is down about $2 billion from what it would have been if Proposal A hadn't passed. $2 billion translates into a lot more tax revenue that the county could use to provide services. So the way the law works is 5% or inflation, the lesser of the two is how much our revenue can go up by. Well, if inflation's over 5%, which it has been recently, that puts us at a serious disadvantage. And frankly, even beyond recently, healthcare costs, driving, things like that, and we have, 700 employees, you can imagine those costs are outpacing our revenue stream. So I've been here 13 years, and we've been cutting our budget continuously. And I don't see a way to correct it. What we've tried to do and what we have done is pass millages. We've asked the voters, hey, would you fund an animal shelter? We don't have the taxes from the general tax provision to pay for it anymore. And to the credit of our community, they've risen to that occasion multiple times. We have a animal shelter millage, we have a parks millage, we have a Department of Aging millage, we have a medical care facility millage, help take care of people who can't. We have a mental health millage. So our community has stepped up numerous times, as well as for jail millages and things like that. But at the same time, state revenue sharing has declined. And so, all of a sudden we're doing what we need to do, or what we think we need to do, to pay the bills in advance in our community and provide the services that people need. Where's the roads? Some communities are moving towards road millages. And at some point, it gets very difficult, especially for communities that are less advantaged, to fund all those millages internally by themselves.
This week we heard from the the city engineer, that even with an extra 10 mil, which would require changing the city charter, it would take 58 years to bring the roads up to scratch around Jackson, city of Jackson.
I believe that very, very, very true. With inflation and asphalt and oil and all those things, it's difficult. And frankly, people are driving less because of the price of fuel, and with the push towards electric, they're going to buy a lot less gas, and that's how we fund roads. So how are we going to fund roads in the future?
Are we all getting our drones? Get our cars?
Somehow, I'm not sure. I just know that there's not enough money for roads now, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better unless something changes in Lansing.
Have you come across any models for downsizing cities? Because it seems like we've got a decrease in population that's contributing to the problem as well, and we've got a very large network of very wide streets and roads.
Downsizing, no. I have heard of, rarely, communities combining. They'll merge together, a city, county, and become one, or townships combining and combining resources and stuff like that. But there's, obviously that's politically challenging. And same with school districts. Our county has 13 school districts. I mean, again, people want their local community. They don't want their kids going across the county to a school. They want to be their local school, and I understand that. And as long as they're willing to fund that, no problem.
Have you heard of any initiative or any movement on addressing the problem that you mentioned of funding the limits that Proposal A has placed on revenues?
No, I have not.
It's not even moving?
Not to my knowledge.
Wow. So we're looking at a possible cliff, basically, in the future.
Yeah. Sadly, it gets more difficult every year, and the locals, those who can, are stepping up, and we have. But at the same time, I'm chasing a jail millage in August that failed 2 years ago, and by state law, I have to have a jail.
And we're pretty close to topping out on the millage that the city charter allows, because I understand we're at 9.5 and it's only 10, and the state has a 20 mil cap as well. So there's only so much you can go do there, right?
Yep, that's true.